FinancialFelons.com is where you can find the latest and exclusive DSG gear, from Fire or Trash, Excelsior Now, DSG Team Gear, and more. That's www.financialfelons.com. Make sure to use code DOOM for 15% off. That's code DOOM for 15% off. This is your DSG brand ambassador spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. And welcome to another segment of Fire or Trash, where we take your favorite YouTube or Twitch streaming content creator and ask them a series of questions really fast. The only thing they can answer is fire or trash. Fire or trash, fire or trash. The only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash, fire or trash. The only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or is it trash? Fire or trash.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. And welcome to the first episode of Fire or Trash. Yeah, it's its own show now. We're just making up shows as we go. So that's how we rocking with it, baby. This time around, we are going to be discussing the war table for Jane Foster. So without further ado, let's get this cast on in here. Thor himself, Mr. J Shock Blast, is in the building. What's good with it, boss?
My name is Jay. I would not like to be another human being stealing Thor's name.
Oh my gosh. Next up, we have Casual.
Don't you like the way we flirt, you know?
I love you too, Jay. You're so awesome, dude. Next up, man, we've got my boy. Came real close to dethroning the man of June this weekend over on Fight Club. If y'all missed it, please check out the vibe because it was fire. But my boy, Mr. Casual Avenger, what's good with it, boss?
What's good? What's good, chat?
Oh man, it should be a spicy episode because we've got Mr. I Love You 3000 in the building. The man, the myth, the ego himself. What's good with it, man?
What's happening, everybody?
Yo, let's go. I have no script for this, so it's going to be straight off the cuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to pull up the video for Jane Foster and Thor and whatnot, and we'll see how that plays out real quick, and then we can kind of not really react to it, but, you know, kind of discuss fire or trash if this war table was up to par or whatnot. So let's get this popping real quick.
Wait, does your stream not work? I'm raising my hand.
I'm not looking at you right now. I'm on a whole nother screen, Jay.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I was trying to do the proper thing. Okay, I want to get this out of the way. Okay. Casual. How are you coping after Sadat the Choker cost you your match with Lejeune?
Oh, bro.
He didn't.
I thought that man would be here to defend himself, but big time us. Dude gets 1,500 viewers in a stream, and he's like,
he got time to pop up, but you know the game was working as intended. So
working as intended. That's my favorite one.
Favorite excuse?
That's my favorite. That's just my favorite line.
So that held me down. He came through in the clutch. Last minute addition to the team.
I got that. No compliments for him.
Y'all did y'all thing, man. Like that was probably one of the more exciting battles we've had on Fight Club. And I mean, when y'all literally took that lead and y'all were up by 30 seconds just out of nowhere, that was like game changing for us. It wasn't the record being broken. It wasn't a 3-0. It was that moment right there when y'all came back from out of nowhere and took the lead. that to me was just. Whew, okay.
Also, Mammoth, I apologize for leaving you out of my tweet.
You don't need to apologize to me for anything, my friend.
All right. Let's get into this war table, yo. Let's see what it do.
After this is over, can we watch the Dots reaction so we can actually be on the show?
Jane
Listen,
Foster
him
is the
streaming is no
mighty Thor,
excuse. I'm
for
streaming
she
right now.
is worthy. Assemble your team, Midgardians. The goddess of
He
thunder
didn't
has
back out.
arrived in
Listen,
Marvel's
only
Avengers.
I'm allowed to give him
Our
crap.
new hero, Jane Foster, is the
No one
mighty
else.
Thor. She is a ferocious force of nature with even more precise control of Mjolnir. She, like Odin's son before her, is Thor.
His name is Thor.
Her new twist on playing as a god of thunder means new team compositions and fresh co-op play. This allows original approaches to community events, endgame Omega level threats, and
She swung
raid
that hammer a little
challenges.
bit different.
Jane Foster is a gifted doctor known for her skills and compassion for others, but fate had an even higher calling for her as the legendary goddess of thunder, the mighty Thor. The story of Jane's epic transformation into the goddess of thunder originates from the iconic comics written by Jason Aaron. She first appeared as the goddess of thunder in issue 1 of 2014's Thor. After Thor Odinson becomes unworthy to wield his
I can't
hammer,
believe they used
Mjolnir
his full
sits
name.
dormant on the moon. Many try to pick it up, but none are deemed worthy. Until Jane, who is battling cancer, hears Mjolnir calling out to her. Wielding the awesome weapon,
Nava?
she transforms into the mighty Thor. Her adventures continued in 2015's Mighty Thor series and 2019's War of the Realms, culminating in an epic conclusion of Jane's arc when she transcends mortality and is reborn as Valkyrie. In Marvel's Avengers, Jane, the mighty Thor, is torn from an alternate timeline through a rift in space-time caused by tachyon anomalies. In her alternate timeline, Jane became the goddess of thunder when Thor gave up Mjolnir after a date, stricken with grief over the tragedy and Jane's cancer diagnosis that followed. When Jane takes on the powers of Thor, her illness is held at bay. There's no going back to her normal life now. She must fight on as the mighty Thor. Jane's mighty Thor possesses all the strength and power of a god of thunder and is a wielder of Mjolnir. Long years of watching Thor Odinson up close have allowed the good doctor to fight with Mjolnir like a natural-born god. However, Jane's relationship with Mjolnir isn't that of a son of Asgard, and she deploys the mighty hammer in ways that Odinson never did. Jane's
Thor.
unique talents with Mjolnir begin with All-Mother's blessing, her new unique intrinsic ability, and God Tempest, her new overcharge, inspired by the Elder God sealed within Mjolnir. All-Mother's blessing builds its overcharge meter with melee attacks and once full, unleashes her God Tempest, which increases ranged hammer damage and creates shockwaves with each hit. All-Mother's blessing and God Tempest can be modified with mastery skills to boost damage, increase the strength of shockwaves, and improve intrinsic generation and duration. In her comics, Jane frequently shows more finesse with Mjolnir than the Odinson, and that shines through in several new features in her combat kit. This includes Quickfire, a new ranged attack combo that allows the mighty Thor to make a second, more powerful ranged attack by timing her next throw as she catches Mjolnir on its return. Jane's abilities, such as her ranged power attack, draw their inspiration from the epic combat in the comics. A great example of this is the Seek and Pin upgrade to her ranged attack, which empowers Mjolnir to seek out and pin enemies without needing to aim. Her masterful control even extends to melee strikes with Earth's Finest, which adds a hammer toss to her light attack combo for extra reach. Jane also puts her own spin on classic Odinson moves like Headstrong.
Odinson.
She relies on her Thunder Kick, a brutal front kick that sends enemies flying. The Mighty Thor's kit culminates in the All Weapon, her brand new ultimate heroic. Drawn from the pages of her Thor and Valkyrie runs, Jane sends Mjolnir to seek and destroy nearby enemy targets on its own. Meanwhile, she calls forth Undiarn, the All Weapon, to protect herself. reducing all damage taken while smiting her foes. The all-weapon has a full set of specializations and allows you to customize Mjolnir's strikes, making them faster and channeling powerful shock status against nearby enemies.
Wow, that's
Jane can even
different.
use
Thor
Mjolnir
doesn't
as
do
a
that.
personal orbiting defense shield. The addition of the mighty Thor creates new team opportunities by adding a third flying warrior to the Avengers roster. Jane leans into Thor's lightning-driven kit while adding exciting new abilities like epic enemy obliteration with Undiarn. In addition to her awesome godlike combat abilities, Jane has a variety of outfits drawing inspiration from the comics.
I have nothing to show.
Additionally, Jane boasts unique takedowns, emotes, and nameplates. She also has her own hero challenge card and mission chain, allowing you to earn special rewards, including exclusive cosmetics and intel documents that delve deeper into Jane's story. The Goddess of Thunder brings fresh gameplay to Marvel's Avengers. Jane's mighty Thor is an unstoppable force of nature that new players and seasoned vets alike will want to experience. Our recent changes to the leveling flow in Update 2.3 and event rewards in Update 2.4 make gearing a new hero smoother and more rewarding than ever. It's a great time to jump back into Marvel's Avengers, so get your team together and call down lightning on your foes.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Put your hands together and rub slow.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
It's about to go down, act like you know.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
You know the motto, let the good times roll.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
Put your hands together and rub slow.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
Look who we found in the pit of misery. We finally respawned him after his long and epic fall. How are you doing, Sadat the Gamer? Welcome to the show, finally.
Why is he here? Where's the real host?
I own this show.
You finally bought it?
I paid what it was worth.
With your Xbox money?
An Elgato microphone.
I hate y'all. Why are y'all like this, dude? What's going on with it, Birdman?
How far down did you fall into that pit, by the way? Can you apologize to Casual for costing the game?
Not at all.
This man deserved better.
He got the best he was going to get.
You were showing off. You're like, look at me as I fly with Hawkeye across the map.
And I did, and then I fell through the map because the game sucks.
The game sucks. I'm glad everybody else is letting you use that excuse. I, however, will not. Anyway,
because you wouldn't even be in that position because you're mid at the game.
I don't play the game the way that you do. I just play the game to have fun.
I play the game to have fun too. I would
never
put
myself in that position. I know who I am. Guy gets a 15K, like a 1,500 viewer stream once. He's like,
oh wow!
I did.
Congratulations, by the way. I gave you the highest praise.
He did. He went to war with a Crystal Dynamics on my behalf.
Oh wow! Wow! Why do y'all fight like this and y'all like the best of friends, bro? Y'all are crazy.
Because we're entertaining. Okay? Like, honestly, because we know how to put on a good show.
True.
It
that.
really,
True
like,
that.
I don't ever.
You should be writing this down. In fact.
Yeah, like honestly, like we are putting on a clinic on how to be entertaining.
Man, okay. First question of the night: Jane Foster's War Table, Jay Shotglass, fire or trash?
I'm gonna say fire. Like, I know I'm probably gonna be the only one, but like, it's what I expected. I mean, it looks good for Jane Foster. I mean, it's Thor. You know, like, what did we expect? I didn't really expect much less than that. You know, I feel like if you really expected more, I mean, it's day 662. Like, I think we've had some history lessons here on why not to expect much more than that. But I thought she looked good. Like Thor, obviously my favorite character to play in the game, regardless of the fact that my dog is Thor. I love Thor. Like, so if you're telling me I'm getting just a little bit of a variation of that as another character that I can level up again, then yeah, I'm fine with it.
Sounds good to
So there.
me. Sadat the gamer, what you got? Fire or trash, good sir?
Trash, but only because they didn't. They tried to be slick with the Thor skin. I know they read the comments, and they showed the Thor skin for like a second, a split second, and it was the comic book art version, not the in-game version. They specifically left it out of the cosmetic section. They weren't slick. I saw that shit, Crystal Dynamics. We ain't having it. Embrace it. You made the skin. Live with it.
I mean, people like the skin. Let them like the skin. You know what I mean? It's money.
Thor is definitely not a Mantle.
Show it off. It's gonna be the most lucrative skin you have. Show it off. Don't be ashamed of it. You made it.
Money. Get your money.
Get your bread.
Mammoth Eagle, Jane Foster War Table, fire or trash, good sir.
I had pretty low expectations, so I was pretty fire. I wasn't expecting much. I've been trying to keep the vibe high and tell everyone, like, hey, they did great with Kate. They did great, doing that Echo. This is going to be great too, I hope. But my heart, I'm like, please don't be copy paste. Please don't be copy paste. Please don't be like, I just don't want like female skins on the same character, and it doesn't feel that way. I think it's gonna be good. So fire for sure.
Okay, my boy Kaz, what you got for me, man?
It was 100% fire, bro. Like, I don't know what the expectations were. She is Thor, or she's trying to be Thor. She can't take that man's name. I agree with Jay Shock Blast. That man's name is his name.
Mike Thor.
She's trying to be Thor, so she's throwing the hammer around. She's doing the same stuff that he does. She's just doing it with a little more style. And I like that they, kind of reached into some of the other heroes' kits like Captain America and Hawkeye to make her stand out a little more. So you took the tools that you have, repurposed them to put a new spin on an old character. It's the best you can hope for. So it's like I really don't know what people are complaining about, what they expected. She's so similar to Thor. Thor is in her name title. Can't be Mighty Thor and not be Thor. So it's like I don't get it.
I'm a personally say I enjoyed the trailer. I thought it was fire. I wasn't I got a lot more than I expected. I'll just say that much because I wasn't expecting much of anything. I was expecting some Spider-Man gameplay, you know what I mean, and not really too much more than that. But that war table was pretty good. It wasn't a Kate or a Clint war table, but it was pretty decent. I'm gonna give it its props. It was nice.
Well, Kate and Clint came with entire story expansion.
That's what I'm saying, Jay.
It wasn't. But like, I feel like a lot. Like, it's day 662, so I don't know why I'm surprised at some of the reaction today. So I'm gonna take this L myself for expecting more from this community.
Yeah, you tripped.
But, I just like, honestly, when I watched it as Sadat streamed it because I was like, what's the point of me streaming it? Like, let's get more people into one stream. Not that I would have taken many away from him, but I'm glad because I wanted him to have all that. That's why I tweeted, "Go watch the dot."
Mm-hmm.
All right, but honestly, what? It's Thor. Like, how different? Like, she literally picked up a hammer and started saying she was Thor, talking like she was Thor, walking like she was Thor, like drinking like she was Thor, like I don't understand why anybody expected, like, what more could they have done? Like, should she have like slanted her arm at a slightly different angle as she swung it? Like, why would you want them to spend any extra time on that? Like, it's Thor, only Jane.
Attention to detail.
Tweak a couple little things. What detail though? What do you see her swing her arm in the comics?
Swing your arm. I mean, it's
everyone who's picked up the hammer has literally done exactly what Thor does. she actually has a little bit more finesse with it, which they added into the game. So that's a win for me. That's a dub for me. I'm not really tripping off of it.
See, I'm not complaining. I understand like the people who are complaining. Like I'm seeing like people that were just literally weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Like I saw someone literally comment, "You said this would be completely different from Thor," and I'm like, "The hell you talk? What blog did you read, homie?"
Yeah.
Like,
where you getting your news?
I knew it was going to be an echo. I knew it was going to be, very, very similar. But also, let's not pretend like they couldn't have done anything different. Like, use your goddamn imagination. Like, come on, now.
I mean, they did a lot different, bro. I like the whole.
She doesn't even
I actually think this is going to break the game, but
doesn't even have 3 different heroics. Like, I know I respect that they did this in a relatively short turnaround time.
Her heroic is more like a Kate heroic at this point. Her ult is more like a Kate heroic, bro.
I have morons tweeting at me that they should have made her ability like when she throws Mjolnir in the movie, where it splits into a million pieces. The movie isn't out yet. The trailer only launched like 2 months ago.
Also, her hammer isn't broken.
Right, I was
do you really think
not even broken
that they could have put that together in this time frame? No.
Yeah,
what specifically
literally
could they
waited 6 months for an upgrade kit for Thor? Is literally what we got. So I'm pretty sure that they're not splitting no hammers right now, bro. So
thank you.
They could have, even in the chat, they could have given her Stormbreaker. Why? She doesn't use Stormbreaker.
But you know what, though? This, to me, opens up the door. And I'm glad you said Stormbreaker, because her having 2 hammers literally opens up the door for them to bring Stormbreaker in if they can fit it. You know what I mean? They don't have to.
I don't want them to go back to that. They already tried that. It broke too much.
They could literally have had her transform into Valkyrie as her ult and have different weapons.
You wouldn't have her today or tomorrow.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I know why they cut so many corners, but let's not pretend that
I feel like they were
cut
clear
any
about
corners.
that, though, right? Like they never said.
That's why my expectations were exactly where they should have been, because I'm like, which orbited Mjolnir. My expectations were right on line with they should have been, because I talked to Miller. He told me what to expect. I read the blog that told me what to expect. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to pretend like this is the best they could have done optimally, but it is what it is. Like I knew it was going to be mostly the same, and that's exactly what we got.
I didn't even expect. I mean, I expected literal copy and paste. Like the whole 2 hammer thing is dope to me. Like that's a nice twist.
I mean,
I expect
that's the benefit of building her from the ground up. Like that's the problem. Is I don't even you learned how to say it today too, Sadat. What is it? Underharn.
I still can't say it right.
All right, so like that is at least the same size as Mjolnir, which is why they're able to do something like that.
Absolutely.
The problem that they have with doing Stormbreaker, okay, you do it for 1 skin, all right, maybe 2 or 3, and you have to redesign every single animation in the game for Thor. They tried, it broke too much.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, how they have the orbiting Mjolnir thing, they can just do something simple where it's like an extra ult or something like that. You know what I mean? Where he calls out Stormbreaker and he adds Mjolnir and he puts them both together and shoots some lightning or something. People would freak out for stuff like that. I'm just saying, it's just hope. It gives hope. Is all.
In a perfect world, and I'm sorry to Mammoth and Casual. I don't mean. I know that we're all kind of dominating, but like
he does.
He
loves the attention.
Don't. Yeah. You should all be paying attention. I'm tired of the whole like Stormbreaker thing. I don't like.
Well,
I know
that's your
that
personal opinion, Jay.
I know because it was in what, like 2-3 movies at this point.
I actually agree with Jay. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Thank you. No, me too. Like it's an axe. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
there's a lot of people that do care though. I'm just saying it gives those people hope.
The same people who only cared about Moon Knight in March. I don't give a shit about those people.
Yeah.
The game is.
Can you stop with the language though, bro? Like seriously. Why
language people?
Crap about those people.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Your boy Ruler said, "Yep, Stormbreaker sucks." Woo!
Foot
Y'all
Ruler.
starting.
What's up? What's up,
All
Foot
right.
Ruler?
The Grippler. But so no Stormbreaker for you, Mammoth. You good on Stormbreaker?
Nah, after hearing like, especially understanding the fundamentals of like what's going on with the game and what would be needed to just put in an axe, like it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense with the story. It doesn't make sense with the engine. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Just no Stormbreaker in this game. It doesn't make sense.
Got you. Casual Avenger, Stormbreaker for you, sir?
No, like I don't think it's justifiable with, you know, like everybody wants what's next. So if you want what's next, they got to work on what's next. And if they working on what we already passed up, that takes away from what they can be doing to bring out something new. So it's like if they re-explore bringing in new major artifacts, I feel like that's an avenue they can explore. But outside of that, you know, he's fine as he is.
Sorry,
he really doesn't need it.
That's an amazing point. I would actually be completely okay if they brought in Stormbreaker as like a major artifact or something. But of course, everybody will be able to use it. You just pull it out once and it does something, whatever it is it does. But like, I think that's the extent. But like, I just don't really understand the purpose of like wasting any amount of time and energy on it at this point. It already set them back enough that they tried it and it broke stuff and it took time away from other things for effectively what 2 or 3 skins tops. You know,
if they're gonna do it, they should do it in a way that brings in like players and is relevant. Like if people want to see Stormbreaker in this game so bad, how about make a beta ray build villain sector and give him Stormbreaker?
I mean, Thor did smack him up in the comics, so, and destroy Stormbreaker, by the way.
He did.
I play the heck out of that. All day.
Leveling, J Shock Blast. Are you going to take your time, or are you going to hit that Bob Duck and Weave, hit you up in 10 minutes and you're done?
I mean, I'm going to do exactly what I did for Black Panther and Spider-Man, which is buy gear. Like, it's not a secret. Like, I don't, like, I understand as a developer wanting people to spend time with it, but we're going to spend time with it. We just want to spend time with it on the content that we want to play it on.
And when it matters.
Like what, yeah, like I appreciate the thought behind that. All right. But at the end of the day, if there was if they sold something in the store for $5 that said start at 50, 150, I'd buy it in a heartbeat just to avoid having to go through the process, you know? We've all done that. Like I've done it for 19 characters at this point because I did on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't like that part of it is not the part that I look forward to. The part of it I look forward to is having her fully powered. And I feel like everybody feels that way. I
do personally, but I don't know if I'm going to. I mean, I'm going to buy me some gear and level it up. If I forget all of that, but Sadat the Gamer, quick level. Or are you taking your time, bro?
I'm doing that Nate Ace.
Oh, the 10-minute shuffle, son. Let's get it.
I don't know about this.
Wow.
Durag Nation, the Discord members, we all doing that Nate Ace.
I ain't even mad. DSG in the building, baby. Let's go. Mammoth Eagle, you taking your time. You a Thor, man. So this is actually I kind of want to pick your brain on this a little bit. You taking your time, or you gonna go ahead and in quick level, bro?
Both. I'm gonna speed through most of the lower level stuff, but once I get her even close to 100, that's when I'm gonna actually start paying attention to gear perks and stuff. So I'm gonna power through a bit and then start looking at the stuff that starts dropping. Really pay attention to, like, you know, villain sector vaults. I want to pick up like a little bit of everything, see what the pools look like, and see how they interact. So a little bit of both. I'm still hoping to do the 50-150 in a day because I'm going to do it all live. So I'm not gonna go offline or do any time traveling or anything like that.
I think that's passed anyway, at least for PS. I don't know about Xbox. But
you can time travel vendors and stuff though.
Okay,
that makes sense actually.
Yeah, it's just
This man trying to get the whole game pass, bro. chill. We'll talk about that later. Kaz, you chilling or you doing that 150 speed level, bro?
Listen, that's your first time with a new lady, man. You got to take your time with it.
Take your time, huh?
Can't rush through it.
I ain't mad with that, dog. I ain't mad with that. I'm probably gonna buy a couple of things from the vendor just to get it over with. I'm not really tripping off of new chicks like that. You know, I've been married forever, so like, I mean, new chicks, you gotta.
Whoa. I think Doom shared a little too much.
I ain't shared nothing at all.
I will say, right now, Avengers Hater brings up a very good topic that I know you said you didn't have a script, so because I see it, I would like to talk about it. So I'm going to refer to my notes from back when I was able to talk to the devs. One of the last things that was brought up that we didn't get an answer to was some shared takedowns still working on distribution process. So I don't know what the takedowns and what the emotes, those might just be in like the battle pass, the ones that are shared. I would hope that's the case, you know.
Snitch Ridiculous says that he has it on good authority marketplace for some takedowns.
And I would hope, but I know that it's not going to be the case, but I would hope that if you already own them, you at least get some kind of a discount, or at least they include it on the 50% off, which they do not normally do when it's a new character. But I don't know.
You know what's going to happen, Jay? I just figured out what's going to happen. All of those shared takedowns are going to be paid for, but you're going to pay for them on her challenge card. They're all going to be in the challenge card.
Well, Sadat just said that's what I thought that could be, but he said
we saw in the war table at least one of their shared emotes is on the challenge card, but I told Snitch that I didn't think that they were going to do it. The share takedowns straight up in the marketplace, because I'm like, that's just stupid, even for them.
Yeah, that'd be very disappointing and impossible to defend. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be something, but like, I don't know. I hope they at least don't charge full price for them.
It's Marvel's Avengers, bro. This is Marvel's Avengers.
A662. I know.
You should.
But yeah, I think that's been the one that, like, you know, when we were able to ask about it, we tried to.
They gave it a runaround.
Yeah, it seemed like at the point they weren't 100% sure. Like literally, I have my exact notes. Some shared takedowns still working on distribution process, and I wrote that word like specifically. That was verbatim how it was presented.
That means they're going to charge you for every one of those takedowns, good sir.
I mean,
they're working on the price.
maybe they're in the
challenge.
What do you call it? The shipments. I don't know.
Maybe they're shipments.
Yes. Maybe they have some shipments. Maybe Chastity has some. There's a lot of routes they could go. I just hope the ones that are shared are reasonably shared, if that makes sense.
I'm sure as hell not rebuying them.
I would think that they've gone through enough to know that if they're charging full price for them, they're gonna get hell for it, you know, and deservedly so, you know. Like, I just feel like if you already own it, there should be a path to like at least getting a discount, because it is a different character. I understand.
Is it really? Is it really?
A little bit.
I mean, definitely nicer to look at.
I think. I will never disagree with that. I do think though, like, it probably would have been better off to like not do that. You know, not share the takedowns, and not. I understand like having that as something to like tap into is nice, but like
gotta cut them corners.
It's just such a can of worms, you know. Like, you know that like on our best day, Marvel Avenger fans are never to be confused with reasonable. So, you know.
Question.
Anyway. They definitely played it right.
Mammoth Eagle. Question for you, good boss. Since you're a Thor main and you say you're gonna take your time for at least half of it, What are you most looking forward to as far as Jane Foster, the mighty Valkyrie, is concerned?
The gear builds. My brain has been exploding watching all her skills and just thinking of the potential of what the gear pools are going to be like, what perks are going to be dropping, how I'm going to get them popping with the skills that they're showing off. I'm really excited about being able to see how things fit together for myself and with my play style, and then seeing how everybody else comes together at like the end of the next couple of days and be like, well, check out this, look at
Next
what I
couple
do
of
with
days,
this.
Tricks Ridiculous is going to have 3 builds for you tomorrow evening, sir.
Oh, I'm surprised it's already posted. What do you mean?
Yes,
they're already posted, I'm sure. But I'm just saying, like, with the whole community working at it, you know, we got a hive mind IQ of like 300 billion, right? Like, we're gonna see some really interesting things over the next couple of days. Some really interesting things, and that I'm literally electrified about.
I hear you. Casual Avengers, same question. What are you looking most forward to when it comes to Thick Foster?
A bit of everything. You know, I want to see what her gear looks like. You know, what Alex, has been doing. Heard some good stuff about, what he had in the works from Fate. You know, like over the weeks leading up to her release. So I want to see what the gear looks like the raid gear and stuff like that. And I want to, just level her up to level 50 and take her in the harm room, see how she handles.
You want to test your might, huh? I ain't mad at it. Sadat, what are you looking forward to most, bro?
Photo mode about to be peak, so you already know.
I wish you were full dope on that, man. I honestly am
I was going for it,
bro. I mean, like the entire front of my shirt right now. Thank you, Sadat. Appreciate you, good sir. This man said photo mode.
I'm looking forward to some of the gear. I was reading through the blog and I saw that 2.5 second bump for Warrior's Fury when you defeat an enemy. I'm like, I can rock out. She might have some good stuff to exploit, and I'm definitely going to look out for the glitches. I'm going to be trying to do all the exploits. Got to get that triple God blast. Got to get that permanent floating Mjolnir. We got to get all the cheese.
All of the
Know this man.
Jay Shock Blast. Are you even looking forward to Jay?
Of course I am. I think it's amazing that her tier 1, battle pass item is her Valkyrie skin, which they should have made her to begin with, because her story as a Valkyrie is substantially better than her story as the mighty Thor. But when I was looking for my chapstick, I looked down for a second, and then I looked up, and Mammoth's eyes were like on lightning. And that's why my mouth was agape, because I was like, what the fuck? I just see.
Did you?
I mouthed it. I didn't say it. I mouthed it.
Did I even?
I'm just being
the
proactive.
All Mother's blessing is with me, bros.
So I am look, my issue is just the naming aspect of it. I think it's just so lazy. It's honestly one of the dumbest stories.
Exactly. What kind of name is Odinson? Like,
exactly. we're gonna call you your father's son because Gore the God Butcher whispered in your ear that all gods suck. All right, and then Nick Fury said to you, Gore was right. So all of a sudden he's unworthy because Gore was right. And now he can't lift the hammer. So now he can't even be Thor. He's not even worthy of his own goddamn name. The hammer literally spells it out for you. It says, if you're deemed worthy, you possess the power of Thor. It's
your name becomes Thor.
It's not like talk like a pirate day when you pick it up. Because I
have a question about that.
In Asgard, you carry your weapon like you carry your ID.
Why is it that every other person that grabbed Mjolnir, they didn't take his name, but Jane does? Like Thunderstrike didn't do it.
Lazy.
Thordis had her own name. She had her own name.
They did this, okay, because when they announced that Jane Foster was going to be Thor, do you know where they announced it? They announced it on The View. with Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and whoever else was on the show at that time. How else are you going to get on The View unless you're going to go on and say, Thor is a woman? Yeah!
That accidentally stepped onto the Nerd Rock podcast. What the hell's going on here, Jay?
No, but like my issue is that like the whole premise of it, she picks up Mjolnir and suddenly she talks like Thor, she drinks like Thor, she walks like Thor, she does everything like Thor.
Yeah, he's
just
been
because
replaced.
she picked up all she had to do is have the power of Thor. Somebody says, "Hey, look, it's Thor." She goes, "Actually, no, I'm not. I'm blah blah blah." You know,
Thor,
like
mighty
other
Thor.
person that ever picked up Mjolnir before.
She's not Thor. She's Mighty Thor. She's Mighty Thor.
Thunderstrike and Thor this, and even
we already had 2 Thors in the game. One of them just had a shield. Are you guys really not like?
I understand what you're talking about, and I'm just not really gonna pay attention to it. I think Cass fell asleep down there on that one.
We get it, Jay. You hate women. Anyway, her name is Mighty. Her name is Mighty Thor. Deal with it.
I would think actual feminists would hate the fact that she had to take his name.
She did take it. She did take the name.
She don't need no man's name.
He don't exist no more. He's
now Odinson, I guess. So is Thor a mantle or a name at this point? Because can we just go around the table and answer that, Jay? First,
it's the man's name. Okay, like you can have the power of Thor, no problem. All right, like that's literally what the hammer says. They tried to turn it into a mantle. It's just stupid. Like they doubled down with Volstagg and made him the War Thor.
Yeah, they did.
It's his name.
It was his name. They broke that version of Mjolnir real quick. That Axe version, yeah, that got destroyed. But Dr. Gamer, is Thor a mantle or a name at this point in the game, bro?
Yes.
Mammoth Ego, is Thor a mantle or a name at this point in the game?
He's not wrong.
Casual. Why? I don't even like y'all tonight, bro. God, is it a mantle or a I don't even know the question anymore. Like what the hell is going on?
It's a name that's being treated like a mantle. So, like at this point, they might as well do the 2 Captain America things. So Thor, he can be the Sentinel of Thunder, and Jane the Texas Man.
The Sentinel, right, bro?
Can you kick him off? That was the only answer worthy of being kicked off.
Deal with it, Jay. Marvel has made everything a mantle. It's over.
Yeah, because they're lazy.
All your favorite heroes will be replaced.
But that literally makes no sense. It no way you slice that does it make sense for her to be running around being called Thor.
Well, Joe Dirte has a good point. He said Caesar was a name that became a mantle. I don't really know that Caesar is a mantle, but I mean, I don't know.
It is a mantle. You ever got a Dark Caesar?
I got a Caesar fade before, but I mean, that was when I was in New York, so I don't.
Caesar solid.
This man says Caesar salad. Bruh. Okay. Too similar. Let's go ahead and get it out the pocket. Jay, I know you've kind of touched on it already, but is Mighty Thor too similar to Odinson to you? I said that like that on purpose. Y'all see the glitch in his head? He look like Mad Max or something, yo. I'm good.
Listen,
Max Headroom or whatever his name
dude,
was.
They are too young for that, okay?
Oh, okay.
They do not remember that.
Facts.
I know what you're talking about, but anyway, I just don't know, like, how different can you really make them? You know, like, yeah, in a perfect world, it would have been great if everything about it was different. But like, she picked up the hammer and became him. Like what more? Like, how many different ways can you swing the hammer? Plus, we haven't actually seen her in game yet. You know, like. all we saw was curated footage that, yeah, sure, it means something, but like she could play a little bit different than what we're expecting, or it could be exactly what it looked like. You know, I don't know yet. We don't know yet. We'll know in like, I don't know, however many hours, like 12, 14 hours, you know? And then I'm sure she's going to be fine. Like, here's the way I look at it, okay? Thor is my favorite character to play in the game. If she is 75% the same as him,
90.
cool. That just means the learning curve is going to be quicker, you know? If she's 50% of him, still cool. You know, like I'm fine with it just because it's a little bit different. It's not like we're paying for unless you buy skins, which you don't have to.
Or the challenge card.
Or the challenge card. But like, I don't know. Like I'm fine with it. Like it's exactly what I was expecting.
Say that then. Cass, too similar for you or exactly what you expected?
It's exactly what I expected. She's supposed to be a new Thor, so she does what Thor does. And if they spent more time trying to make her even more unique, they wouldn't fall under the time frame that they had to work for. And it's like I don't know what we were expecting at this point. She's literally there to bridge a gap. She's an easy, character to model and replicate because you're building from a character that's already in the game with slight differences. They didn't just make her a one-to-one copy for the man. They gave her a new ultimate, new weapon. They gave her new intrinsic abilities. Her hammer flies around different. She got some Captain America in her. She got some Hawkeye in her. She's different. Plus, she's a female. And you can use 2 Thors in the DSG competitions now because you got Jane Foster alongside Thor.
Mm-hmm.
This is a win-win. Plus, again, you literally could have nothing. June could have been a ball spot month, and now we're waiting.
June could have been a high ruler.
So it's like, bro, relax. Like this, they trying. They gave you something. They literally gave you something that makes sense both for Marvel and for them, and it holds you off until you get a bigger, better character in the next month or so. Relax. It's Thor. She's going to be like Thor. She's going to do some similar stuff. It's Thor.
Let's not set up expectations for the next month or so. Like, it's going to be a while before there's another character. Like, I don't know. Like, because somebody could hear that and be like, well, Casual Avengers said next month or so. So it has been exactly 30 days. Where is my new character? And then I'm going to sick them all on you.
I don't know. I don't know about a new character, but a new villain.
MODOK.
Yeah.
Next 30. You said in the next 30? You sure?
Nah, not the next 30. We said next month or so.
Okay. How long is a month to that?
Or so.
But
how long is or so, Doom?
Pay attention, old man.
Mammoth, say something else. Say something else to that. Just one just word. A word. You can go chill in the back with Jay. You can go chill. Stop playing with me tonight. I'm highly medicated. Leave me alone, yo. Mammoth Eagle. Too similar for you, bro?
No, this was the variation I was hoping for without it getting too wildly different and not being exactly the same. So I think this was the variation that she should be. So I'm quite pleased. I'm quite pleased.
I take it back. I'm mad she doesn't fly backwards.
Fuck.
I can't, dude.
And upside down.
Bro, what?
Oh my God.
Too similar. They both fly straight forward.
Oh. They hover the same, so that's just all the way bad.
I'm
right?
mad she doesn't hover upside down too, like Spider-Man. He does it. Why can't she?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you not only do you got different attacks, you can make variations to it in the skill tree. So you can control what Mjolnir does while it's flying around. Like, you literally could do it all. Like, you can have it circle around her. It can fly off and attack people. You can choose what it does in the skill tree like you do with every other character to further make her more different.
Well, what a lot of people are, I think, going to be surprised with is when they throw that hammer and they're waiting for it to light up so they can get all of those crits, and that doesn't happen. I don't think she's going to have that in her skill tree where that what do you call it? That not infinite, but the crit on 100% chance is supposed to be like 20%, but it's literally 100% crit chance every time. I don't think she's going to have that, and a lot of people use that to get their like their payloads or their cosmic buffs and things like that, or even their damage buffs. So what do you think about that, Kaz? You kind of you and Sadat kind of got the inside info right now. What do you think? Do you think that 100% crit is going to be there or no?
If it's not, I'm not complaining about it because again, that's another difference. But if it is, it belongs there because she's Thor. So just no way to make that a bad thing, I guess.
What you think, Twin?
I think there's a definite possibility that Alex was very mindful of some of the cheese and will have tried to make Jane a lot more fair, which could potentially make her technically worse than Thor. But we still got to see, because as we all know, just because they design a character a certain way doesn't mean it's going to behave as intended.
True that. She might be able to do the Bifrost by mistake. You know what I mean?
We won't know until we start looking through the skill tree and reloading checkpoints.
I love how casual disappears when he laughs. Speaking of going into the Bifrost,
this literally just melts away real quick, yo. Do you think that even though we know that they said she was coming with nothing, with just the basics like Spider-Man, do you think that they should have waited and dropped her with the next content drop with the villain sector and the cloning labs? I'll start with you. Oh, Jay, you ready to talk? I'll start with you, Jay.
No, just get her out, and then we'll have the next villain sector or whatever, OLT, whatever it is, cloning labs. Have that just be its own thing. They don't have enough content to save them for each other. Like if we're being realistic, so just get her out. That way, by the time that's ready, maybe people can take her in, because you have to be 175. Probably not, because artificial time gating, unless you cheese. But there you go. Not that I know how to do that.
I'll ask you the same question, Mammoth. Do you think they should have waited and dropped the cloning labs in the villain sector with Jane?
No. That would have been a disaster.
Explain. I'm curious.
Too much going in at one time. Man, oh man, come on now. Come on. I'm a ridiculous optimist, but I also live on planet Earth, where I play a game that falls down when somebody sneezes. So I mean, I love it, but I also know that it's in not the best of places under the hood. So like, if we can just like do one thing, make sure that it works good, work out the parts that don't, and then try to do another thing, maybe try to get that working good too. I'm here for it, but don't start letting that stuff snowball, because they're still not fixed bugs that have been in there since beta. So
it's also two different pieces of content. You're going to release a brand new character on the same day as you're going to release an OLT that requires you to be power 175. They just
kind of
don't
a kick
mesh.
in the nuts. Yeah, it's kind of a kick in the nuts.
Yeah, they don't mesh. They don't mesh right.
Spider-Man and a Raid came side by side. I don't think they should have held off on it, but it's not like they haven't done something like that before. But I feel like what they've done as far as releasing her content in the time frame that they had available is exactly what they should have done. Cloning Labs right around the corner. They announced it. We're not in the dark. We know it's coming back, and it should be coming soon. So that's
Doc,
day
bro.
662. We gotta accept what we dealing with here.
Don't speak that into existence.
I know. He just puts it out to the universe so that the universe can be like,
all right, so everybody
"Take
knows
that."
who to blame when this happens.
That's right. It's at Dr. Awkward on Twitter, on Twitch. Get at him.
I had faith
It's
in that
his
man
fault.
when nobody else did.
It's his fault.
You did, Jay. A lot of people look, man. Man was like, okay, you want to win? You sure you want to win, Doc? It's your fault, you bastard.
I don't have like a good reason for it though. I just honestly picked him because everybody else wasn't. So,
Twin, what you think? They should have held off on it, or they good?
They should have held off until that Odin raid was ready, and that Loki villain sector that they promised us. That story trailer, apparently.
Allegedly. That's what you gotta say. We're on the internet. You gotta say allegedly.
It's on the internet. I mean, it's in the trailer, so it's promised at this point, man. It's promised to.
It's the word from Valhalla.
I think this is how it be. This prevents there from being an even worse content drought. It'll give us time to level up Jane Foster to 175, so we'll be able to bring her to the OLT when that is ready, which will probably be August, I'm guessing. So I think it's fine. If they had to wait, then it would have been worse. Like then you would people like, oh, where's the content? Where's the content?
Can you legitimately get her to 175 by then?
Of course.
In a month, yeah, with the new leveling system or whatever. Yeah.
I only have 175 characters, so as Sadat apparently mining my video the other day can attest to, my Hulk has purple gear,
wow,
because I was just trying to get him to 150. I haven't touched him in a year.
He also has the Hank Pym for his major artifact.
Oh wow!
Again,
does that even work? Is that have they ever fixed that?
Alex said he fixed it for 2-3.
Who even uses it though?
Jay.
like I said, I literally have not even touched Hulk in that long. God. And I only played him because I wanted to have all my characters at 5150. I was bad as Hulk. On top of my terrible gear. And there's probably 2 or 3 other characters like that. Because I honestly have only been concentrating on mostly Thor, the 2 Hawkeyes, for the most part, and Spider-Man. So.
I still have challenge card stuff to do for Spider-Man, but
while we discuss that, for some characters too, because I was playing on 2 platforms for a while.
Systems. I'm just on one, and it's bad. So
yeah,
that's how much I played lately. Yeah,
real quick. That's why I gave up on one.
So what are you playing mostly, if you don't mind me asking? Before
PlayStation, because that's where most people are. Makes sense. Spider-Man.
True that. All right, real quick, guys, make sure y'all smash that like button.
What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
All right. Let's get real quick for boys.
Oh, God,
so we were talking about a lot of mid, the game. I mean, a lot of people like it, a lot of people think it's whatever. But let's keep it 100 right now. The bugs for tomorrow. Let's go ahead and. What do you think is gonna happen tomorrow, bro? When you load in cast, do you think your IP address gonna pop up, or what are you expecting for tomorrow as far as being able to play the game? Literally, honestly,
2.4 dropped with no major issues, so it's I think that might be the start of a better trend. If they can drop her without breaking anything and fix the traversal bugs that have been affecting everybody, this patch would be an absolute winner. But so it's plus it's just a character, so it's I'm not expecting it to break anything. It shouldn't destroy the game, but if it does, I won't really be surprised.
Twin, what you got for me for his release date for Jane?
I think they're going to fix the traversal bug finally, and then we're going to level up Jane, and her all weapon is going to be Hawk's Thunderclap, and we'll be right back to square one.
Jay, what do you got, boy?
I'm gonna go to the grocery store in the morning, and yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to right now.
What do you got for me, Mammoth? I'm just going. He gonna stay in the damn background. He's gonna keep it up, and he gonna stay back there, bro.
I love how he brings me back when I make the right face. That was like my fourth face.
Mammoth Eagle, you gonna keep it real with me, bro. I know you will. So what do you got for me?
Bugs and glitches tomorrow. I'm hoping for minimal. Because like Kaz said, the last patch rolling through was nice. It was pretty smooth. But something that I do got to point out is that was a lot of like not on our game being changed. Like they were just changing what the event rewards gave out, which is kind of more on their side. This is something that's coming down onto every Xbox One, every PlayStation 4, every PC built out of cardboard. Like I want to be optimistic, but I also have seen historically what happened when new characters dropped, and it might be a day or two. We might see some pretty crazy stuff. We might see some, like infinite orbits. We might see just infinite seek and destroy arrows. We might see, who knows, thunder kicks doing 10 million damage. Like, it all depends on who's building what and stacking and thinking in ways that Alex and them didn't. Well, that's where the glitches fall out, right?
It's historically known to have a chess piece that gives your character some kind of extra ability, Nahanda's armor from back in the day, and in Kate's infinite teleport chess piece, and Hawkeye with we're not gonna talk about that because that chess piece is still out there. But anyway, I'm honestly expecting a crazy chess piece where she's going to be doing like 300 million God Blast, and I'm expecting that the double hammer, if you have another Thor out there and he's throwing a millionaire around and you've got a millionaire circling you and you're running around with Yildahorn and you're throwing that, or whatever the damn hammer, the gold one, that one, I think it's going to break the game. I think it's just going to be too much hammer, especially if you have more than one Thor on your team. Say you got two Thors and two Janes, and you've got 6 hammers flying around. I think it's
or even like get the ultimate kicked off and then apply the buff. So she does the hammer throws at the same time. Like, how is that going to interact now? Combine that with the damage explosions from Overcharge. You know what I mean? Like, I see a lot of potential, but I also see a lot of places where the math in this game really likes to go. So it's anybody's ball game at this point. We could be hitting for hundreds of millions tomorrow, man. We could get to 150 and be hitting 25 damage.
All bets
are good at this
point. The double hammer. I think the double hammer is an awesome idea. I just don't know about the mechanics of this game, how strong it is right now. If they're really going to be able to, like PS4 players, 4 Thors on the PS4 is already lagging. So you got 4 Thors on there with 6 hammers or 8 hammers, man. That's going to be, I think it's going to be crazy personally. But I don't know. I digress. I don't want to harp on the game. I love the game just like everybody else. And I am excited for Jane to come out tomorrow. I'm just keeping it real.
You hate me so much?
Because you pick on me and I'm who I am, and she does not like that.
So basically, she's asking me to pick on you more?
Pretty much.
I accept.
It'll be worse if you pick on Mammoth, though.
Oh, I would never do that. He's so nice.
Oh. What the heck?
You're not nice. I sent you a goddamn microphone that you're not even using.
Jay.
Got him.
No, it's not even that he got me. Jay, My daughter bought me this microphone, which cost her $140 out of her little check or whatever, and she was really upset when I set up my other microphone.
Okay,
she was
I
like,
accept that.
"Okay." So you feel me? I had to put it back, bro. I had to. Like,
Jay's a monster.
Yeah. All right, I get it.
Oh my god.
He hates me so much.
I wish I knew before I sent it.
I am going to use the microphone. Trust
Cancel
me.
cancel shot glass.
She goes to college in 2 months.
I would actually be devastated if at any point in time after she left, she suddenly watches one of your videos and
she won't do that. So we're good. She won't watch my videos. We're good.
I want no part in this.
Yes, you do. This is all your fault. You brought it up.
Not.
You brought it up.
You started it.
I would rather your daughter be happy than you.
What is wrong with y'all? Okay, what time is Jane Foster dropping tomorrow is a question. I'm pretty sure she drops at 9 a.m. PST, which is 12 p.m. EST, I think.
She drops right now.
It's like 2
that joke was funnier in my head.
1 Eastern, 12 Central.
Oh, so 10 o'clock our time this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an hour later than it normally is. So an hour later, normal. No, just use. I'm done. Why are you like this, bruh? Why are y'all like this, fam? So did we talk about all of the bugs already? We did that already, right? So and we talked about what you're most looking forward to. I got a question. It's especially for a couple of you guys in here have participated in the Fight Club. Who do you think the meta team will be as far as the raid goes in speed running?
James definitely going on the new meta for the raid. She can fly. That's one less person to hop around.
One less reason for Sadat to fall.
I did not see that coming. I did not see that.
How?
I did not see that coming. No.
He has literally one joke and no championships in any Doom event.
So that's the game.
I'm the host of this show, by the way. That's better than any.
That's nice. That's nice.
You know who else doesn't have a championship?
Dismantle your blues.
Casual Avenger because of you.
But I still have mine. I still got my ring.
Oh damn!
Anyway, I'm glad we're bringing this up though because I have a really good idea.
What was that? What's your idea, Jason Tatum? What?
I mean, imagine being 2 games away from winning a championship. You can't.
Okay.
Anyway, no. Like, answer this first. Is she going to be the new meta? Yeah. After we're done with this, I have a great idea to bring up.
Okay. Real quick, then let's get through this so we can get to Jay real fast with his crazy ideas. Sadat, new meta team for the raid.
Let's see. Mighty Thor, Odinson, Kate Bishop.
I literally have Mjolnir hanging right there. I will go grab it and slap you across the screen with it.
Oh man, Ego. What's the new meta team, bro?
Just like the Celtics did to
He's
your
dying
Miami.
right now.
It's like Steph Curry did to y'all.
Didn't know you were a Warriors fan, but it makes sense. Bandwagon hopper.
I'm not a Warriors fan. I just like watching the Celtics fail.
It happens so often. Teams win.
At least we
man, let this man answer his question. Mammoth Ego.
There are 17 banners in our rafters.
Hey, you
Mammoth Ego. What do you think?
How many did you watch live, Boomer?
3.
Mammoth Ego. Okay. Would you mind answer?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
I don't know. These clowns. Wow.
It was about Jane or something, right?
Yes, the new meta team. The new meta team.
Oh, right. The new meta team. It's got to be the 3 flyers for sure. It's the fastest in the game. And then if anyone can show me a better ground character than Kate in there, I will take that sub. But it's definitely the 3 flyers and Kate, like hands down. There's no way it could be anyone else, in my opinion. Allegedly.
J Shock Blast, go ahead and give us that good idea, good sir.
Okay, so we're talking about Fight Club, all right, and why I don't want to do it. All right, it's not because I'm afraid of losing to Sadat. I probably would. Let's just be real. All right, it's fine. I don't mind losing. I'll do anything to put on a good show and have a good time, as I've proven time and time again. So I think with a little bit better organization, we could make this a league and not just Fight Club. Pick 2 random content creators, have them put together a team of the same people recycled from the same pool. Find, I don't know, 8 to 12 different captains, have them put together their team. That is their team. Keep score, keep a record, and have a season where everybody plays everybody at some point. I know it's not always perfect because some people are on Xbox, some are on PlayStation. You want to try to get that all right. It's never going to be perfect, but have it more organized. Make Fate Walker your number 2 because he was excellent.
He was.
All right. And
Agreed.
just don't, like, the reason I don't want to do it is because, like, I don't have enough people that I think I could get that haven't been on like everybody else's team to be on my team and make it interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I would just go out and grab like Infinite Legacy and whoever Sadat doesn't get, all the Struggler Bry and all the world record people, right. Like I don't think that just watching different captains carry mostly the same people is as interesting. But what would be super interesting, I think, is if Sadat had a team and nobody else could have his 3 people, and everybody can have an alternate, all right, just in case on the day, you can maybe tap into an alternate pool or something. But if we like really organize it, I think it would be really cool and have actual like bragging rights. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Just to I mean, I guess I give you some props on it, but that's what season 2 of Fight Club is. That's what we're trying to get through Fight Club season 1. So we can get into season 2, which is going to be the actual Captains League, where the captains can't choose teammates from other teams and stuff like that. And we have
I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
We are already in, so F words are good to go, people. Let them fly. Hey.
All right. Well, I guess that wasn't so much of an idea as it was spoilers.
Yeah, it kind of was a spoiler because we wasn't going to say anything, but I mean, it is what it is. Now I wish you would have told me before the show like you were going to.
I still think it was entertaining, though, right? Like, but like that's my real reason why I like.
Can you edit this out? Can you edit this out of the VOD?
Actually, I could, but I'm gonna leave it.
No, I just think like I think it's a cool idea that you guys do, and I definitely wanted to compliment. I definitely wanted to compliment Fate Walker because I thought he was really, really good yesterday. Definitely your best co-host for these, and I was one of them. Mm-hmm. So like leaps. Honestly, I don't even think I contributed. I was probably like 8th or 9th on your list of co-hosts, to be completely honest.
Man, you did great, bro.
I wouldn't have invited me back, but like. I know who I am as a creator when it comes to this game. It's never been about being a gear guy, teaching you how to like make the best builds. It's always been just about enjoying the game, playing it with people, having fun, showing off new stuff. That's how I approach all the games. It's not that I think it would be a blast to compete against Sadat, and he would probably win. And unless he falls into a pit. But like I just don't like as far as your like setup goes, I don't think I'm the right person for that.
Jay, you can have a completely original team. You can have you, Aqua, Donnie Jones, and Chosen Undead all on one team.
How? Aqua is not that good at the game that he can control 2 other controllers.
Ooh, oh wow.
I know.
Dude, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with the team with Jay Shot Glass, Voldemort. What's the other one's name?
I don't think he has the courage to play with me.
You don't think so?
No.
You know he's got like a like maxed out 175, 300 champion level Iron Man, right?
I'm sure he has it for all 3 characters.
He's somehow still bad at the game.
Bro. I'm good. Livestream Batman needs a partner, though.
No. By the way, just want to make sure it's known. I didn't say it. I didn't bring it up. Wasn't me this time.
Yo, this is a team right here. Alien Fire is not.
But Aqua's on like everybody's team. That's the problem.
He never is able to play though. The bastard can't ever play. He always on somebody's team and ain't never damn there. That's why I said that was playing this week. Because Aqua wasn't there. What the hell wrong with your Aqua?
High Ruler is on his Aquatone story arc right now, trying to be like Avengers Hater Jr.
Oh god.
I would play with Avenger Haters.
How about Jay High Ruler and Avengers Hater?
And Aqua? Oh, you gonna take Aqua? He want Aqua himself. He's like, y'all can keep trying to get Aqua away. He won't show up for y'all. He gonna show up for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and Aqua was on your championship team too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hell no.
Dr. Awkward plays Captain America and Mr. High Ruler a lot better than you. Maybe he should have gotten to show off the skin first.
Shade.
That's right. I was not prepared for this, but High Ruler, you suck. Am I gonna start showing? I don't know. Like, I was not ready for that. I choked under pressure. My point was made.
I can't with you, dude.
I don't know what you wanted from me there.
I don't either, bro. You just started going ham on Ruler for no reason, so I just gave you the floor.
You must not read your own chat. It's fine.
I don't really, because they're crazy.
I like to go into High Ruler's chat and heckle him the whole time. So he's doing his best to make up for lost time.
I am not mad at that.
Instead of being here with us,
why isn't he not here?
I don't know. He's afraid too.
Who did we lose? Oh, I think Twin timed out because his camera was acting funny just now. Oh well. You said you wanted to do something, Kaz, before we dip up out of here.
Yeah, just let me know when you're wrapping up. I wanted to.
I got you.
Stuff that chat was asking about in Sadai's stream.
Okay, you need to be thrown to the wolves. I got you.
At the end of the show, we don't got to do real. We'll say that for the very end.
This is the end of the show.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Kaz.
Oh, we at the end.
Yeah, we having a heat wave out here, bro. I'm like sweating.
Oh yeah, I'm still live on Twitch right now too.
Hey, Twitch people, how y'all? I'm on Twitch too.
You're on Twitch too. We're all on Twitch right now.
Hey, Twitch, how y'all? I forgot I was on Twitch, to be honest.
What it do?
But go ahead, Cass. Go ahead. Let me just throw Cass to the wolves by himself real quick. Go ahead.
All right, give me 1 sec. Check the chat. Keep an eye on the chat.
Oh crap.
The private chat.
Oh, okay. So do I need to bring them back real quick?
Yeah, for 1 second.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all not getting thrown yet. I am from New Orleans. I live in Seattle, Jason.
I love Seattle.
I got you.
All right, so we good. Let me see.
Can't stand y'all, dude.
But yeah, because I don't want to keep teasing people. They were asking about what's coming up next, and like I said, it's big. It's like 2023 stuff, but just this the best place to announce it. So I'm going to give me the floor. All right, chat. So y'all asked for it. Here we go. So here's what's coming. I don't know if I should say it, but let me see. So in 2023, this is what's going to be coming.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. And welcome to another segment of Fire or Trash, where we take your favorite YouTube or Twitch streamer, content creator, and ask them a series of questions really fast. The only thing they can